Up, you guys, top of the morning, about to get my morning started. Just getting to the yard, about to do a pre-trip on my truck. Get this shit started, get my day going. I'm gonna show you guys what a pre-trip consists of. Probably one of my favorite things about this truck. Make sure all my hoses are good, nothing's cracked, nothing's leaking. My caps are on good. I got antifreeze. That side's a little low, but the other side's a lot more full. Which is pretty good. Last week I had a shit ton of Albertsons, and Albertsons tend to have a lot more than the other stores. So pretty light week this week, which is good. I don't barely have much at these stores. Aerosol, make sure I put my aerosols in the middle. See, this shit's empty. Make sure I print them up some labels though. Print them up their labels. Non-haz. Not too much at all. Half full. Another non-haz. Some baby formula in there. It's supposed to be non-hazardous. Well, it's supposed to be hazardous, but we give it to our babies. Kind of crazy if you ask me. Similac. That's what it is. Try to put it up here and dump them. The store barely has anything at all. Sometimes I'll put stuff that ain't supposed to go in there. The balloons. Those ain't non-haz or hazardous. And go in the trash. Sometimes I'll put stuff in there that don't go in there. Which is cool, see? And this is all they have for one store. Much at all. It's probably like 40 pounds. I'll go ahead and print up their paperwork. I'll go ahead and print up their paperwork on the computer screen. Go ahead and log it in. Non-haz. The non-haz was probably like 30 pounds. And they only have one aerosol, so I won't charge them for their aerosol, and I'll save it for the next store. It's only 1 pound. I mean, what are they going to get charged? A couple bucks, $1 or $2? Yeah. 55. And the trip. Gotta answer the questionnaires. The questionnaires: is the rack accessible? Yes. Is the waste properly segregated into the totes? Yes. Are leaking containers stored in clear blinking bags? Yes. Is the battery bucket with a label accumulation start date? Yes. Is overflow totes are being used? Is the waste correctly segregated and labeled? Yes. Is any nicotine left on site? No. Any e-cigarettes product left on site? No. Do you contain totes? Accumulation labels? Yes. Accumulation have been dates? Yes. 00. Go ahead and print documents. And I'll manifest and pick up report. try to wait to hear the like it whine. There you go, and before I print it, because if you don't, it won't. It'll print messed up. Like, it won't print lined up on the manifest, and that's one of the stipulations. It has to be, everything has to be lined up. My little workstation though. The manifest. Those are their containers. Enter the manifest number into the system, and then I'll print out their pickup report. Print out their label. The label for the container. Slap it on there real quick. Go ahead and print out customer labels. Print them out some extra. There's no pharmacy here. Print them out like 5 extra toxics, because that's usually what they have the most of. Non-haz, which in their terminology is toxic. We call it non-haz. Sign it. Give them their copies, and I'll be good to go. On to the next one. They got me all in LA this week. Alrighty, so I called my retail team, retail hotline, and told them at the store I've been here for about 30 minutes, and I've called multiple times, 3 different times, and they're not answering. They told me to give it a shot, call one more time. If they don't answer, go ahead and do a no waste pickup order, and then head to my next store. So I called already once, they didn't answer. I'm gonna go ahead and try to knock, see if they answer, and if not, I'm gonna head off to my next door. I already got the okay from our team. So that's part of our job is when we come to these stores, if they don't answer, we have to communicate this with our retail team, because if not, we'll get in trouble. The driver will, for just taking off to the next store. So I'm gonna try to knock one more time. Alrighty, no answer. Show you guys what that consists of, a no waste pickup order. Over here to my screen. Q&A, answer all the questions. Zero. Print documents, pickup report. And then I'll click generator decline pickup, and then I'll write it in the notes. Waited outside, called multiple times, no one came out. Then I'll scan it into the system and head to my next stop. That's all she wrote for this one. See you guys at my next one. Ain't too bad. This store's pretty easy. They'll have mostly non-haz, a little bit of aerosols, and a little bit of e-waste. That's why to get started. Open up this box. Or make this box, not make it for my e-waste. Let's see. We like try to put e-waste, batteries, stuff like that in boxes. Yeah, because if not, we won't get our stuff back. We don't get the polys back when we send them. So my boss is always, make sure you put the e-waste in boxes because we won't get those polys back. Non-haz. Majority of this stuff is non-haz. There's the e-waste. E-waste in here. Bam. Non-haz. Get to it. Gotta book my hotel sooner than later. Low key, don't even know where I'm gonna stay at for the night. Last little bit, aerosols. This week's gonna be real light, real easy. I ain't complaining. Shit, I'll take it. Compared to the last couple weeks I've been having, it's been really busy, so I'll take a light week. Shit. It's another thing that's pretty dangerous when we do these stores. When we do these stores is the traffic. Because people won't be driving fast, they don't care. So you gotta really watch out for the traffic. It gets kind of dangerous. So I'll show you guys. See how it's super close? I put up my cone so that way they know I'm right there. Like, no, not to get too close, but still, some people don't care. You gotta be careful. That's one of the things we gotta watch out for when we're truck driving is traffic. It's pretty dangerous. Go ahead and log everything in. You guys want me to do that? Log everything in, non-haz, DS. They have probably about 58 pounds of non-haz added into the drum that I already had created. Aerosols, so universal waste aerosols, DN, 12 pounds, consolidates. That's the thing, some stores consolidate. I mean, it don't matter if it's the same or not. Some stores, they don't let us consolidate with others, and some they do. So this store consolidates with what I already have that's in here, which is good. It makes it easier instead of having to open up a whole new container. We got e-wave, mixed electronic waste. Start a new container. That was about 15 pounds. CF, that's a container type. So CF is cardboard. And I'll go over here to size and put 55, which is the size, container size. Questionnaire, print document. So we'll go ahead and print labels. I'll print out their labels. We'll give them 1, 2, 3. That's the toxic, so I'll give them like 4 extra. And print out right there. print out their manifest. I don't know what it is. One of these restaurants right here is on fire. It says. Print up the manifest, write the manifest number in. The manifest, we're going to print out the pickup report. And these are their labels for the containers. Like I said, we share labels, so I'll print their labels and our labels print up on the same sheet. They're not the same exact labels, they're different, but they're the same paper that we use. Yeah, that's all she wrote for this stop. I'll see you guys on the next one. Alrighty, let's get started on this. Just got to my second store. Had a little more than the other one. Which ain't too bad. And there we can consolidate with the drum that we already have open. Start dumping. And this one is non-haz as well. A lot of laundry soap, a lot of this stuff. So the retail side of the industry is going to be a lot of store bought stuff. And I've been in the industry now since I was 18. I'm 34 now, so I've been in the industry for quite a while. The other side of the industry, like the industrial side, is a lot more dangerous. You have to do tank cleaning, emergency response. Yeah, so it's a lot more stuff to watch out for. The retail side is a lot easier. You know, I mean, there's different aspects of it, but it's a lot easier as far as, so like, this is aerosol, so I gotta put this over here to the side, put that in a 55 metal instead of a plastic poly. Because per regulations, aerosols and flamm liquids both have to be in metal containers. They can't be in plastics. Some of this stuff you just kind of got to watch out for, because people will come and they'll throw stuff in there and it won't be what it says it is. So they'll throw aerosol and non-haz and aerosol. So that's kind of stuff you got to watch out for. I am off of 6th Street in Los Angeles. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass trying to get over here. So, yeah. Wanted me to hop on the 101, but then there was the way it wanted me to go was no truck route. So, yeah, it was horrible. So, It rerouted me like 3 different times to get here. Probably call it a day pretty soon on this drum. Close it up. Start on our next one. It's kind of full. Open up this yellow one. I'll put this lid and ring on that one. Then I'll take one off of the stack. Put it on this one when it's full. I like the, yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Sometimes it'll have pressure or it'll have suction just depending on the weather. That one. Close this bad boy up. Off to the side, that's theirs. Gonna go back to them. Those are theirs. Go back to them. Bring out one of the empties. Put it up to the side. Put it there. Strap this bad boy up. That way it don't go nowhere. Strapped up, throw a little lid on there. One up here. Right on there. Extra. These back to them. Put out their labels. Yeah, see how it varies. This store has quite a bit more than the last one. It just varies from store to store. Honestly, some stores will have a lot more than others. So, like I said, it just varies. Open up this middle. Get my impact gun over here. Kind of keep our tools off over here to the side. Impact and screwdriver, because it's probably going to be hard to take off the lid, that is. So, go ahead and open it up. You got to be careful with these lids because sometimes they pressurize from how hot it gets. So yeah, I've seen a couple of them explode. You can kind of hear the air when you open it up. So you kind of keep your hand on top of it while you use the screwdriver to open it. So that way if it does, you don't get hit in the face. Dump this stuff in. One of my coworkers from the Arizona yard, he was processing a store, and the store he did prior to, they put lighters in their aerosol, so when he was consolidating, he just dumped and didn't see the lighters. And then when he got to his next store, he went ahead and opened the drum, and I guess it was pressurized in there. So when he opened it up, the whole drum, top of the lid exploded all over him, and it blew his thumbs off, blew the fucking the roof on the trailer off. It was horrible. Like, they showed me pictures, and that shit was absolutely insane. So yeah, that's one of the dangerous parts about doing what we do, is these drums being pressurized. So yeah, no doubt. So what I try to do to avoid that, instead of putting this ring on it, stop to stop, I will just put the lid. So that way, if it does build pressure, it's coming out. It's not holding it tight. And I'll put the ring on it when it's all the way full for that reason. It's more safe. I'm trying to go home in the same way I came in, all in one piece. Shit. Yeah, so there's that. This is my last store for the day. Just getting to it. I was able to do 7 stores. This is my last one. I'll go ahead and get started on it. Shouldn't take too long. I kind of have quite a bit. Oh, wait. God damn, this shit's heavy. One there. And bam. Throwing some gloves real quick. My hands all dirty. A lot of these are empty. I don't know why. Because they're putting them in cardboard boxes, which they're not allowed to do. Oh, man. It's an ass on the computer screen. With any of this, was all this stuff properly segregated and bagged? I mean, this obviously is not segregated properly or bagged. Pull my mic down a little bit. Yeah, I got a mic this week so that way you guys can hear me better. Hope the audio is a little better. Little mini mic. This one's just about full. Probably dump one more in there. Aerosols. E-weights. Yeah, so this one's full. Go ahead and close this one up. Call it a day on this drum. Open up a new one. New one. It's a tow truck, making sure it ain't a launch driver. Launch driver comes, they'll try to kick you off. Hey, we got priority. Oh shit, I got here first. Oh, you gonna have to wait. But yeah, they're not allowed to put them in cardboard boxes. Why they do that shit, especially if they have empty totes. Some stores, managers just don't give a fuck. That's aerosols right there. Dump these in my aerosol drum. My aerosol. Remember, like I said earlier, we gotta make sure all of our aerosols are in a metal container per DOT regulation. My aerosols. I'm even putting stuff in crates, milk crates, like. Fucking Cheese Whiz, aerosol. I know it looks crazy right now. I kind of just spread them out till I get them all dumped. Then I'll organize them after they're all dumped. Try to do one thing at a time. Otherwise, you'll get overwhelmed. Boxes. Maybe they could put them in the compactor. I ain't take up too much room if I put them in my polys. That's why I give them back. They got a compactor that can squish the shit out of them. That one. Turn you guys around so you can get this angle. Trying to organize this shit a little bit. See that one there. Empty. All those back there. Have labels on them. Take this little baby strap out. Try to only use these little baby straps. I bought them from Harbor Freight, like 20 bucks. 25 bucks, but I try to only use these for supplies because technically the straps are supposed to be rated, I think it's like 500 pounds or something like that in order for it can't be these type of straps to strap down hazmat. But we could use them to strap down supplies, but we can't use them to strap down hazardous waste. Got one of the big boys, a lot thicker. Strap this shit up, sure it ain't going nowhere. Wow. I like to make sure all my labels are facing the outside. So that way I know, okay, that container's labeled, that one's not. What up, y'all? That's all she wrote for the day. I was able to knock out 8 stores. Yes, sir. That's all she wrote. I'm gonna go ahead and do my post trip. Let's see how many hours I got for the day. I'm gonna look on my Samsara. Boom, doom, doom. Tell you guys right now. I worked 12 and a half hours. So, I mean, I clocked in probably like 30 minutes after I got to the yard. So, I have an hour and a half left of drive time before I'm in the red. So, pretty good day. 12 hours, 12 and a half hours. I'll charge them for 13. By the time I get into the hotel room to get checked in, it'll be about 13. So, yes, sir. That's all she wrote. I just wanted to hop on here and tell you guys thank you guys for watching. If you guys like my video, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good one.